Hey guys, this is Jamie. Imagine that I'm a professor in university and I got too tired to do the slides or to do the intro, and you have no idea about anything besides my name. Let's roll. Anyway, so I've been having some health problems recently due to my weight, and I spoke to my psychologist, I spoke to my partner, and in general, I kind of had the dream of going to the gym because I really like running and to use the treadmill. I know it sounds weird, but whatever. And in general, I have expressed desires to run a marathon someday. So obviously, just by running like once every few years whenever I'm in Brasilia won't do much. So I decided to join a gym. So I was really nervous, right? Because I'm a trans guy, I'm still waiting on my name change, and in general, there's a lot of like worrying factors, like how am I gonna go to the men's changing room, with being pre-op and everything, and everyone kind of has this whole obsession of like you're not a guy until you like do the booby removie surgery and stuff like that. But in reality, we are guys like from the get-go. That's the whole point of being trans, whoopee. Um, yeah. So basically, I had a very positive experience for the first day. I am not going there today because literally my back is fucked. Because the back is my weakest point. But in general, I was really accepted. I am pre everything besides T, as you can see. And I really enjoy the fact that no one really batted an eyelash. And don't forget that I have these badass nails. And I wore like these Adidas female booty shorts, which, as a joke, I wanted to cruise. Um, and for real, I wanted to cruise. No, I'm kidding. But it was kind of like intentional, like, let's put my best foot out there, you know? And I even wore like a dumb shit shirt. So I got, I managed to do some exercise. I I got assessed properly, and yeah, it was a costly gym, whatever. But it was really good. And I feel like a lot of trans guys get really scared about gym. Like, I certainly thought that I would never go to the gym until I'd have top surgery. But I sometimes keep forgetting to use my own advice, which is don't live your life only after post surgery. Do everything you can and once at any point, because otherwise your dysphoria will increase. So, for instance, of course, by going to the men's dressing room and being accepted there and even striking a conversation like how the fuck did the lockers work, boosts my dysphoria. So obviously, when you restrain yourself, like I see a lot of guys saying, I am never dating like pre-T, or I'm never dating post-op. And I know it's everyone's choice, but the more you restrict yourself, the worse it gets. So yeah. And also there's a whole culture with guys, and not just trans guys, but like to be super buff. And I understand that, it's everyone's choice. I mean, I want to look like some 90s rock bands, just skinny, and that's about it. Maybe a bit toned, I guess. But the point is, your goals don't have to be identical to everyone else's. You should put your own goals, know your limits. Please know your limits. As well, I wanted to mention for binding, just use a very, very old binder, which still binds. And since everyone is pretty much fuck it, I'm using tape, I'm gonna recommend my unhealthy methods. Loose binder, Underworks will always work. I've been using Underworks for God knows how many years now, and I've used it to run, swim, jog, everything. While I hear stories about people being unable to poop on GCTB. So yes, I am a fierce advocate for Underworks. So I really enjoy their binders. I use them, I like them, I don't die in them, I can't poop in them. But again, for every person it's different. Like for instance, I have a friend who does have a GC2B binder, and he said that he can run upstairs, and that was like his first test to see if it was good because I warned him about it, and he was fine. But he has a much smaller chest, so works for some, works for others, you know. So in that general, I had a very positive experience, and I kind of wanted to say that you don't have to specifically go for a like super mask body, super cis mask body. You can just do it for your own health. Of course, by getting tones, you'll get toned, but it shouldn't be our main goal. At the end of the day, we just want to be healthy beings. So I think that's just what we should all focus on, which is health, and just not overdo it. And that is something which I see that guys really kind of struggle with and overdo a lot. And also, if you can afford a gym in this climate and everything, I would really recommend it because it really kind of cleared my mind. I was less frustrated, less irritated yesterday, and even today I feel like, okay, maybe I should have gone today, but then my back's fucked, right? So, yeah, in general, it's very positive. It was very accepting. Also, I know you need to bear in mind in which country or state you're in. By state, I mean like US state and Brazilian state, Australian state, whatever state, state. So yeah. Also, when you join a gym, you can ask all these questions, or you can leave them to last. Because the thing is, because I'm really passing, as I found out. I just mentioned at the end of it that actually I'm trans, I'm on T, and then they even said, "Oh yeah, we had a guy on T before." So, you know, you might end up lucky like me. So they knew what to do with me because they had a previous experience of a trans guy. And in general, they were very opening, very welcoming, they asked me a few questions, and I'm in that philosophy where I think cis people should ask us more questions in order for them to understand us. I'm really sucking things out of a finger right now. But my point is, I really recommend it. And as a person who pretty much just enjoys a lot of walking and a lot of running whenever I can, or swimming, I say go for it. Just make sure you're safe, make sure you're in a safe place, make sure your binder or binding, it could be a sports bra as well, is not causing you any harm, and then go for it. Set your goal, be realistic, and just go. Okay, so to everyone who decides to do it or is doing it, good luck, and good luck to myself.